that small gap in between those studs can be just enough to let some air leakage in. Another place that's notorious air leaking is these bottom plate connections where you've got your subfloor running continuous and you've got a bottom plate, that's a 2x6 bottom plate. It's really hard to get a perfect air seal in those locations. In the past, we've used construction adhesive on those, but even with that, you sometimes get some gappage and it's not always a perfect air seal. With this system, this is by Owens Corning. It's a 2-part latex-based product. It's actually sort of like a sprayable caulking, and it's got some flexibility. I don't know if you can see on the camera there, but it squishes in a little bit. So when that drywall sandwiches up to that, it's going to make a really nice gasket. And the guys have started spraying this house. If you pan back, you can see we sprayed all our bottom plate connections, all our stud-to-stud connections. Any place where we've got an OSB seam, they've sprayed those areas. And I really think it's going to be an amazing air seal. The part 2 of this system is the insulation, which is a fairly standard bib system. You've probably seen it on my videos in the past, but we're going to net these walls and then fill it full of fiberglass. So we'll actually have 5.5 inches of perfect fiberglass bad insulation in there because it's blown in. Let's walk over to the next room, and the guys from T&N Insulation down in San Antonio are spraying the Energy Complete on these walls. Let me show you what it looks like. Alright, we're in the next room over, and these guys are spraying up there on that top plate. As I mentioned, it's a latex-based product, so we don't have a lot of off-gassing or harmful chemicals. There's no smell in the air now. Pretty amazing system. And so they're gonna spray all those areas where we've got some wood-to-wood connections, and there could be some possible leakage of air through those areas. Hey guys, do me a favor, will you spray this bottom plate connection for me on the video so we can see what that looks like? Alright, let's get a little footage of these guys spraying the bottom here. When I've used spray foam in the past, this is one area that spray foam I think lacks in terms of air sealing, is these types of connections which are outboard of the stud. When you're using spray foam does a great job of air sealing the cavities, because it's both an air sealer and an insulator. But in this case, we're using a product that's just for air sealing at these locations that are vulnerable. I think it's a really good system.